Hello, how's everybody? Right now, I'm going to answer a question that someone told me. It was a very deep question, but it's one of my friends. I wish you would ask me very simple questions. But anyway, this was a very deep and a very, I guess, serious question, but it was deep, and I'm glad I understood it. But it's mostly about, you know, who am I? My identity. Who am I? Not who am I. I guess the person feels that I know exactly who I am, which I do, and I'm sure everybody knows who they are. But to show other people who you are, that's the importance in the world. And I guess it took me a long time to answer this question. And I'm glad I can actually. Um, but I have a story that happened, something that happened to me when I was very young and I was interested in music. I was in a community college. I mentioned it before. And I think I've mentioned this scene, but I'll go into detail. I mean, now this scene really fits this question. So there was this professor. He was black. I say that because just for the context, you can see, the his life structure, or you can see some of the things that he went through. And he was a musician, but he was a professor, okay, music professor, and he, I guess, not intimidating, but it's just that you could see his experience, and it was hard to talk to him because he could see right through you, I guess. I don't know what it was, but I was very young. And once you talked to him, you would feel comfortable because he showed you that he was just like everybody else. So anyway, I was in the music department, and they had this music section. It wasn't built onto the major part yet, so it was in like temporary buildings. And they had this one classroom. It was pretty small, but it was jam packed. There was so many people interested in taking this class, and it was, I don't know what the name of the class was. I don't know what it was, but I was in the class, and it was packed. I It was a small class, but I can say maybe around, I don't know. It was okay. I know classrooms can be pretty big, so I have to tell you how many people were in it. It was in a small room. I told you it was a temporary building. So maybe it was like, let me see, 10, 20. It was like 20, 25. Well, maybe like 25 to 30. Yeah, about 25 people in the room. No, let me see. Because it was a small room. It had to have been more people than that. So it's like 10, 20, 30. Somewhere around 30, 35 people, but it was a small room, okay? So that's why I said it was packed. And he got up to the board and he asked everybody, he started talking about music, and he was like, music is like this, you have to go through this. It's like this in life, and you go through this in life. And he was talking about some pretty bad experiences with some of the musicians that are notable. And he was talking about music, and he was saying like, oh, this person did this, and it was like, it was just really bad things. And he told everybody, he goes, I'm going to go around the whole classroom and ask everybody why they're interested in music or why they want to do music. And he went around to everybody, and he came to me. I remember I was ready for the answer, and he goes, and you, why are you here? Why do you want to do music? And I said, and it made time stop for me, because like if you remember something in your life like that when you're young or something like that, you actually stopped time to remember that, sort of like an expression that I have. And I said, because I want to know myself. So he asked me, why do I want to do music? And I said, because I want to know myself. And then after we went through all of that tragic relationships with music, he started doing like, like on the board, like the scales and stuff like that, which was totally different. And I was like, how can we go? I just said in my mind, which I can see now, why would we go from that subject about life, and then all of a sudden he went to the G Club, or the, what do you call it, club? Yeah, the G Club, I guess it is. And like doing C, D, E, F, G. And then I went up to the board and I did one of the expressions that he had. That's what he had to do. So I figured that out later on in life. Okay. So, but that's not the big deal. The big deal is what I felt in my heart, because it's something that because I wanted to know myself better. So I guess music would, how can I say this? We, as human beings, we know who we are, but we have to express it to other people. And the only way you can express it to other people, if you finish your tasks in life that you know that you're here to do. So I haven't finished all my tasks yet. And once I finish them all, I'll know exactly, everyone will know exactly why I'm here. Or when you finish your task in life, everybody will know why you're here. So music, that's the important thing. Even whether I wanted to be or not, I guess music will be very important to me, because ever since then, I believed in what I said when I was that young. So this is one of my tasks that I have to do. And I'm going to finish it. So when I'm finished on my tasks, everybody will see, I guess. So thank you very much. I hope that answers your question. Oh boy, give me an easy question. Bye-bye, thanks.